Greetings, this is Superintendent A. Hughes with your September monthly update. We're off to a great school year and we're excited about the 24-25 school year. You heard earlier as I introduced the school year that our theme is in the boat for the goal. In boat racing, they call it the crew. We're making sure everyone in the boat, everyone in the crew is listening to their teammates, making sure they're doing their part. We're gonna all get to the rightful goal we so desire at every school, in every classroom, every PTO, every team. We're making sure if you're in the Walton County School District, you're working on an epic end of the school year. And we've worked so really hard. You know our success. You heard we have made it an A+ school district for the 7th consecutive year. We're proud of that. We rank number 3 when it comes to assessment scores in the state of Florida. I want to remind you there are 67 counties in the state of Florida, and your Walton County School District ranks number 3, and that's pretty awesome, amazing, epic, and certainly it is on a great trajectory as where we want to be. We're not going to finish until we're number 1 in every way. So we're working hard. We're in the boat for the goal. Everybody's rowing in the same direction, and we want you parents to understand you're a part of this crew. You're a part of this goal setting. You're a part of our success. You're a component of what we believe EPIC takes for us to be successful. So make sure you're in the boat. If you're a parent, make sure your children come to school every day. Make sure you're getting them what they need to be successful. Make sure you're supporting the school, the teacher, the athletic, extracurricular activities. You're a part of this. We've come from 35 to number 3 together. And that's because everyone understands we're rowing in the same direction. Everyone understands their seat. And we're excited about it. And everything we do this year, it's going to be centered around being on the boat, rowing in the same direction, making sure we're headed towards a goal. And we are excited about that. So here are some dates I want you to remember. Wednesday, September 11th. That is the first midterm report submittal. We are sending midterm reports out to you September 11th. Listen, again, if you're on the boat, parents, you got to make sure every 4 to 4.5 weeks, you're looking for something coming home with your student, letting you know how your student is performing, how your student is doing. It'll let you know how well your student is in attendance and discipline. You make sure you stay engaged. You have a vital seat on this boat. We're trying to row, we're trying to get to that goal, and you have an active, valuable part of making it happen. So September 11th, look for midterm reports to come home to you. September 9th through 13th is National Arts in Education. You know we are big and my board is very supportive when it comes to extracurricular things, fine arts. So National Arts in Education, we have a lot of things going on. All your schools are aware of that. Make sure you stay involved. September 8th is National Literacy Day. Mark Twain said this, "The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read." It's important that we teach children how to read and we teach them how to comprehend. And we're doing a pretty good job of that in Walton County School District. Parent, you might want to know, how can I help? You can make sure your children read 30 minutes every night. And while they're reading, help them sound out words. Help them think about what they've just read. Have them read to you and then explain to you what they just read. That is key to comprehension. Again, you have a great part in this. If you can make sure every child in the school district reads 30 minutes every night, have some conversation and engagement about what they've read, you will be a great part of us getting to the goal. We're going to do our part while they're at school. You can help us while at home. You can ask your children, what'd you do at school today? What did you read today? Talk to me about that. Explain that to me. Remember, the one who's doing the most talking is doing the most learning. So have your students read and then talk you through what they just read. And I'm telling you, you'll be a powerful part of our rowing to get to the goal in the Walton County School District. We need you. You're imperative to our success. Also, never shall we forget September 11th, Patriot Day, Remembrance Day. We know who gave their lives. We know what bad actors intended to do to our country. And we will never forget that. We have a lot of things going on around the district on that day to commemorate those who gave their lives, what happened in history, and we want to make sure that you are aware of it as well. Now, employees, understand this. Open enrollment ends Monday, September 9th. September 9th, you must, as an employee, make sure you go through open enrollment, sign up for those things that are accessible to you because you're a Walton County School District employee, and make sure, if you can, if you see one of our board members, make sure you thank them for being committed to taking care of all of our employees. Well, again, when it comes to extracurricular activities, all of our athletic events are in full swing. We do have golf going on. We have cross country going on. We have football going on. We have volleyball going on. We have all kinds of sporting activities going on. Make sure you go and support. Understand this as well, if you're not aware of this, but I have mandated since becoming superintendent that every varsity sport does a community service project. And we appreciate that. We want children to understand it's bigger than a golf club. It is bigger than a volleyball net. It's bigger than a football mask or kickoff. It's about our community. It's about supporting your team. It's about being able to function with all kinds of people from different kinds of backgrounds to make sure we're successful. That's being in the boat. So if your team is playing, make sure you go out and support them. If they're doing fundraisers, make sure you go out and support them, because it is important that children have an opportunity to do things outside of the school setting. And that's important to us. I want to just thank all of our school and our board for supporting that as well. We have some homecomings that have already been identified and early releases. Make sure you check your high school team and the schools in your feeder pattern to make sure you understand early releases. And a lot of those will come out on social media. South Walton High School is September 20th, homecoming. Walton High School is September 27th. I know there are parades in different areas. Be a part of that and know that we want to support our teams in full swing. Fast testing. You know that the state sends assessments out that we are mandated to participate in, and our students are doing really well. We have Progress Monitor 1, that is pre-K through 12, so make sure your students are ready. Have a conversation with them about what fast testing is. And let me say this, young parents, it does not mean work fast. It does not mean test fast. It does not mean go as fast as you can. It is an acronym that stands for something in the state of Florida, but it is our testing that we need to make sure our students have the skills to make sure they're in a good trajectory and progression when it comes to their grade performance. Also, I want to remind you that we have Let's Talk. You can always text our school, 850-204-9667. That's 850-204-9667. Any questions you may have, if you'll just text that number, they'll get you to the right person. If you want to call, they'll get you to the right person. You don't have to go to 4 or 5 different places, 4 or 5 different schools. All you have to do is text that number, call that number, and we'll get you to the right person in a matter of minutes. And if we don't answer, we'll return a call mostly within 24 hours. So make sure you stay engaged with us. We want you to have access to us at any time. We want you to know where you can get information from, the right information. Go to our website, go to our Facebook pages, go to Let's Talk, and we'll get you the information that you need to stay engaged, to stay in the boat, to make sure you're an active part of the crew headed toward the goal. We're excited about that. It's kind of like the Olympics. We want everybody to understand that we are in Epolympic. We're always going to be epic, and we know that our country's just come out of doing a lot of great work, teamwork, getting goals and winning the Olympics. And that's kind of the core of our theme this year. And all year long, we're going to be doing teamwork. We're going to be doing things together. We're going to be on the boat, rowing in the same direction. There's a movie out there, Boys in the Boat, that kind of center all of our things around. And listen, they said some things like, average has no seat on our boat. We've never been 8, we're number 1. We talk about those kind of things, and that's the core of what we're going to be doing this year. Well, I want to go ahead and tell you I have a special guest today. I always like to introduce you to new principals in our county. And we're going to have Mr. Smith-Martin kind of introduce himself, tell us some things about your background, and tell us some things going on at ECTC.
My name is Michael Smithart. I am the new director, principal at Emerald Coast Technical College, and I come to Walton County by way of Opp, Alabama. This is my 33rd total year in education. I spent the last 27 in Opp City School District and the last 16 as superintendent. So I'm looking forward to getting into a new environment, and I have to admit that I have just been, I think, reinvigorated by the challenges here and the expectations in Walton County. It's just amazing to see the professionalism and everything that takes place down here, and just to be a part of it and be a part of the vision that Superintendent Hughes has for Walton County, and knowing our role at ECTC and what we do. We know that we are the post-secondary arm of this district, and it's our job to help the students to provide value and to create value in their lives so that they can go on to those productive careers. We know that the things that we teach at ECTC, the electrical, the plumbing, the welding, nursing, all the various programs, computer technology, all the things that we do there are a lot of the skills that this country's founded on. And there's always going to be a need for that. They were built on those trades, and they're going to continue to be built on those trades. And so we're excited about being able to do that, and once again to provide that value. We look at our role here as in taking the job dynamics and the variables that are within Walton County and trying to feed the workforce here. We know that that's our first obligation, is to meet the workforce needs of Walton County, and that's our vow to this community and to this district to make sure that we're doing those things. And we're excited to be a part. While our role in the rowing in the boat, we know where we are in that. We're going to row away. We've told our staff nobody outworks us. Nobody's going to row harder than ECTC. That is my promise to the people of Walton County and to the students in our district. And once again, it is an honor to be here. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm just looking forward to being a part of this.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Listen, you see that we hire quality people here. Mr. Smith-Art came with a plethora of experiences. And of course, you can hear the excitement in his voice. He's already done some great things. We're moving from an LPN to an RN program. He has some great things. He's on the EDA with me. We are excited about what they're doing here. ECTC is a special jewel for the community. We're actually doing some construction there as well. So thank you for coming on. We're excited about it. We've already heard some of the great things you're doing there. So welcome aboard. Thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing all of your skill sets, your joy and excitement for working with us,
yes,
and for us. Thank you for the things you're doing with Walton County School District.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Thank you.
Listen, I want to say thank you all for joining us today. God bless you all. We'll see you next month.